So it's just McLovin?
Yeah.
That's badass.
It is badass.
Really
It's a
cool.
Badass,
Yeah.
That's Dewey Valley, Louis Hollywood. When the office for a young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking can. And any barmaid...
There's only one person in the world to decide what I'm going to do, and that's me.
Welcome back to Khnemu and Kozak's Oscar Ballot podcast, season 3.
Hello.
We actually recorded a lost episode last week, and it's truly lost because I did not hit record on the Zoom. So we did an hour and a half show that will never be heard. And I just want to say to you, Khnemu, that...
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either. I just yell sometimes because I get so scared. Scared of being a nobody.
No apologies necessary, Kozak. Things happen.
Not even supposed to be here today.
Well, anyway, it was a great episode. And, hopefully we do a little better job with our tech this week and it goes much better.
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
I'll try, but you should let me do what I need to do to get by. Okay, well, why don't we begin? We got a little movie news. Yeah. Well, first, welcome back. No, we should do this first because even though we did this last week, we need to do it again. Welcome back. How was your year?
My year was mediocre.
Very good. Just what we love.
Many highs and several lows of standing. So.
All right. Same. But yeah. We are here. Doing the podcast again. At least we were able to see some movies. I do think it was a kind of.
At least we always have Oscar season. Yep,
we sure do. And I think it's a cool movie season. I mean, I don't think there's like there are several front runners that are different and weird, and especially for the Oscars, just kind of new, feels fresh.
But you're freezing.
I'm freezing.
Froze a little bit. You did a couple times.
Hold on a sec.
Sure.
Recording. Anyway, there was a lot of new weird movies, kind of interesting collection of front runners. Feels kind of fresh. Feels a little subversive this year,
A little subversive, a little political in a lot of ways. It was interesting that they delayed to the announcement of the Oscar nominees, right, because of the tragic fires that were going on out there. And I wonder which pushed it, I think, extended voting, essentially, So I wonder if that might have, affected some choices that were made, if they got...
Yeah, they had time to catch some things, yeah.
Yeah.
And also some scandals, and you had plenty of time for someone to say something or do something, especially around the political season, to blow it and for, make everyone mad right before. Yeah.
It's a lot less fun. I find this group of nominees, I don't know, a little bit less fun and exciting than last year's, personally, but it's always interesting to see what the Oscars have, on their slate.
Aside from Wicked, which, Wicked is like the money nomination. It was very, very good. It was really well done, but it was like, hey, your box office was big and you had a big budget and you hired a lot of people and it's just that. But
popular,
certainly not in the tenor of some of the other. You haven't seen it yet?
No, but I know that song is a part of the show. So.
Yeah, I just did a rewatch of it again, and it was great the second time. It's very good. I think it probably deserves everything except for, and I'm sorry for repeating things from the last episode, but I just think that it is, it's a little bit in the performances kind of taking from the original Broadway cast. I really don't think. I think they did what they needed to do to make it work. And if they had done something original and out there with the characters, I think they would have gotten the opposite feedback, where it's like this was not true to what Wicked is supposed to be. But I could not help but feel it was a Kristen Chenoweth impression. Albeit a wonderful one and great singing. It felt a little. It felt a little. And have you ever seen it on have you ever seen any of the Broadway tours? That's exactly what they do. They all just knock off the original. I've yet see one where I felt they really branched out. But that's kind of one of those shows. Um, did you hear that ding?
I did. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know what that was. It was some kind of notification, which I don't know how to tell. And you recall that I got a new laptop, and so I had the last
Yes.
laptop set up perfectly. And so I don't know, and there might be some little dings, and let's see if I can do not disturb it here. I don't know how to use my computer yet. Oh well, we may just have some dings. I'm sorry about that. At least we're
Things are
recording
fine.
this week. All right, well, let's. Why don't we move on to a little news, if you have no objection.
I love news. Bring on the news.
News team, assemble!
You on the march!
Citizen Kane sound effects. Underrated in its quotable sound clips as a movie. Now, granted, it is an AFI movie. It is considered the best of all time, but nobody ever talks about the quotable one-liners. There's just so many. I downloaded so many. We won't get to all of them, but I just downloaded a ton of them. In the news today, so Sean Diddy Combs, his lawyer left. That's not good, right? When your lawyer resigns, that is not good. I mean, I'm like, oof, when he's like, I cannot morally be part of this. I'm leaving. Which tells me,
a sleazy entertainment lawyer is like, I'm out, buddy. Yeah.
This looks extraordinarily bad.
Yeah, those guys get pretty rich by seeing bad things and doing nothing about it, just quieting their conscience and bending the law. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but it's a lot of money too. Win or lose, it's going to be a lot of money. I would assume.
Yeah,
because they're probably on retainer. They're probably on retainer and all. I mean, because how long this is going to go on forever, and it's multiple people, and it's oof.
Diddy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, just wanted to update you. I'm sorry. I know you're a huge Diddy fan, so
I wouldn't say that.
I know that you've been defending Diddy on social media.
No, let's not have that on the internet. No.
Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Done that. Hollywood Reporter has had a little news for us about one of the director of the Apprentice. Ali Abbasi had a groping charge charged against him, and he had an apology. What do you think? Do you think that's going to affect the reception of the movie here at the Oscars? He took responsibility and apologized, but I don't know. I wonder. I guess, is it too late now to even matter? Does he show up?
I mean, what is it? The movie's only nominated for the 2 Oscars, right? Just the 2 acting ones.
Well, we'll go. We haven't gone through the list yet, so we don't know.
Right. Okay.
If you forget about the hour and a half of talking about it last week, we don't know. We'll find out later, I guess, on the show who's nominated. But yeah, I think. But I'm just curious, like, It's like if you've got skeletons in your closet, people always wait. And not and fine. Bring it if it's your skeleton to share. Bring it out whenever you want. But it does always happen right before you're about to have like your big achievement when it comes to like filmmakers and stuff. It's like I think it's partially that once you're in the news, that's probably very triggering to people. Like if I'm someone who is like got a, a, a problem with if I've been like assaulted or something by someone and I saw them getting an award, that would drive me insane. So I think that has something to do with it. But I don't know. I just don't know if these impact. I don't know if what this impacts or if everyone kind of knew about this or what. But I'm wondering if he'll even like I don't know if I'd even show up to the Oscars, to be honest. I don't know if I think I'd be so humiliated I would just crawl into
I
my
mean, I don't know, man. You know, he apologized, right?
yeah.
Is anyone filing charges against the man?
Um oh, you know what it was? Oh, you
I
know
don't.
what it was? Oh, it was a slap on the butt. He slapped someone on the butt. Another man. Oh, wow.
Was it like
So
a
oh he
good?
was at it. Oh, it was
Yeah.
oh, it was someone. It was at the Golden Globes party. Oh my! So he ran into someone at a Golden Globes party and slapped him on the butt, and it made him mad.
Hmm.
Now, does that change your opinion of it? Because it is
I.
a man.
Um.
They
Oh,
won't
okay. I
list.
guess.
They won't say the name. We don't have the name of who it was.
Okay. Okay. My opinion is that it's not that big a deal. I mean, he apologized.
Okay,
There was an accusation.
what if it was
He.
Jeremy Strong?
I don't think it was. Was it?
Well, we don't know because they didn't give us a name, but now we have to speculate. Yeah, well,
Do
I
we?
don't know. You know, it depends how old he is, and he seems older, but like that's I don't know. I'm 40 now. I don't know if I'm just slapping dudes on the ass when I greet them in
I'm
public.
not just slapping anyone on the ass that I
Yeah,
don't know
I
that
just
well.
don't know. I
No,
just don't know if
no.
I'm doing that in this age. Now, in my 20s, if I ran into a friend from college, who knows? If I ran into you, I might have been like, if I saw you standing at the grocery store, I might run up and, but I don't know. But
Sure,
not in my, not
sure.
at my, not at this age. Not at this age. Certainly not at this age. Well,
Yeah,
it's not as sinister then as the headline led us to
it's
believe.
inappropriate,
It's inappropriate, but you know.
but well, I don't know. You're still freezing, BT Dubs, but
Was that the whole time?
yeah, a few times.
What is going on with my internet? Okay, well I'll try to edit around.
Sure, yeah, because
Seems
we're
like it's
still
still
going.
going. You know what? The audio still works actually when the freezes, if I remember correctly. Only the video freezes for
Gotcha.
the recording part of it. But we'll see. Um, it's very cold here. I wonder if that's making. Are you cold? What's going on in Chicago these days? Are you freezing?
It's cold. I mean, it's cold. And I have my space heater going, so I'm fine right now.
Do you have the SAG nominees handy? You want to tell us about that
Let
while
me
we're
pull those up. Oh, is that all the news you had? Was Diddy and
well, I don't have a sound
groping?
drop. I don't have a sound drop for SAG nominees, so yes, Diddy and
Okay.
groping is
So
the
all the news you have
is
is
the theme.
inappropriate men, is famous men being inappropriate. That's it. Okay.
Hey, try not to suck
Wow.
any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Well,
Wow.
well, that's what I got. That's what's on the
Okay.
news. I just go to Variety and I just go to Hollywood Reporter and I just find stories.
Oh, and this one time at band camp,
Okay. So the Screen Actors Guild Award tomorrow.
No, we're not homosexual, but we are willing to learn.
how happens to be a lot about me that you don't know, Mr. Smarty Man.
Okay. So yeah, 7, 6. Can I count 6 categories? Yeah, 6 categories. Oh boy, is this great! You ready?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna start at the bottom, quote unquote bottom.
And now we
if you
hear.
will. Yes, we'll get there. We got outstanding performance by a stunt ensemble, which the Oscars don't have yet.
A stunt ensemble. Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Can I guess? I don't know the nominees. I want to guess. Mission Impossible. Was this a Mission Impossible year?
It was
No.
not.
It was not.
No, that was last year. Or 2 years, whatever.
What came out earlier this year? I mean, there were a little bit of stunts in Wicked, if you count some of the choreography as stunt. There were some big things. People fell off things, and
okay, that's one.
John Wick.
Yes, correct.
Is there a John Wick? Didn't that new John Wick kid movie? Has that come out yet? Did that come out in bomb or did it?
The ballerina thing?
Yeah, did that come out?
No, that's this year. So yeah, no. You got Wicked though. You got Wicked.
Was okay. What
Do you
was
want a clue?
What was the Marvel movie this year? What was the Marvel movie that came out earlier this year?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, yeah, let's put that in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, for sure.
Very good. Very good. Oh, Gladiator.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. I'm on a roll here. All right.
Two more.
I don't have a list of all the movies that came out in front of me, so I just got to think through. What was there? There was another Marvel movie though that came out that was kind of meh.
It's not a Marvel movie.
Okay, I'm out of Marvel movies.
One of them is a Best Picture nominee.
Oh crap. Did the Brutalist? The Brutalist had some fighting, but I wouldn't say it had.
It's not the Brutalist. I think it came out earlier. It came out. No, it came out earlier this year. It came out almost a year ago.
Gosh. Anora looked like it had a lot of action. It didn't get one.
It's not Anora.
Okay, I give up.
And you already said you said Wicked. You said Gladiator. You said Deadpool and Wolverine. Got those right. You didn't go for Dune Part 2.
Oh my gosh, that one for sure. That had awesome fighting. Oh yeah. Right. That doesn't. That seems like that came out so long ago. Yeah, Dune 2, brilliant. And I forgot that was a Best Picture nominee too.
Yeah,
good for him. Yeah.
And you also didn't go for a movie that is about stunt players, The Fall Guy.
Oh, cute.
I like that movie. I thought it was good.
It was cute.
It was cute. It was cute. It was fun. And that's all I really
wanted to be. Yeah.
I'm a Gosling guy. So
I am not a Gosling guy. You know what I mean? I'm a La La Land apologist.
It sounds like you're not a Gosling guy.
No, I like La La Land. I like La La Land. I like.
I love La La. I love La La Land. I'm an unapologetic defender of La La Land. I don't really need to be defended. In fact,
shouldn't need to be defended. I think people who are hating on La La Land are the same people who just hate on movie musicals in general. But there's other things I like that wasn't he Remember the Titans? We go back very far. Was that him?
Yes,
Remember the Titans?
You remember the Titans? Yeah.
I think he's done a lot of things that I love.
The Nice Guys, Russell Crowe.
That was all right. That was also cute. He's handsome.
And of course, My Beloved Barbie.
Barbie. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I liked Barbie on second viewing. You know, I did a rewatch of Barbie and I liked it better. Then I think it's good. It was a great script and he's great in it. I'm not a Gosling. I am a pro Gosling guy.
Good.
Um um
Oh, The Big
well
Short. That's the other one that came.
Oh, The Big Short is my favorite
Yes.
thing that he's done. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, he is so funny in The Big Short. And that
Yes.
and just one of the best like Ferris Bueller-esque narrator movies that like just so good. Like yeah, very very fun. So yeah, I'm pro. Um, well, okay, so with that we'll find out tomorrow who wins that. What else you got?
What else? Yeah. So we also got ensemble, best performance by an ensemble. That would be Honora, Complete Unknown, uh, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. All 5 Best Picture nominees as well. So
Yeah, okay.
and I like to look at these as like I like to remember the good old days when there were only 5 Best Picture nominees and think that these are the ones that probably would have been the 5 in a way.
I would have bumped Wicked out of the 10. It just didn't have the oomph that the other ones have, but I would have bumped I probably bumped Dune out too. There's lots of I like I don't know. I don't know. It's tough to say. When you have 10, it makes it impossible to you are truly comparing apples to oranges when you have 10 movies. Like
That's
it really
true.
just
It just
depends
broadens
on
it
what.
so much.
Yeah, I think we were betting, I think if we bet on it in Vegas, I think there's going to be a lot of rubes taking Wicked, and I think you could, you're going to win your Oscar ballot not going that direction. So,
Okay, well, let's see. We got for supporting actress, female actor supporting role, Monica Barbaro for Complete Unknown, Jamie Lee Curtis for The Last Showgirl, Danielle Deadweiler for The Piano Lesson, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. So that only 3 for 5 with the Oscar nominees. They didn't go with Jamie Lee Curtis or Danielle Deadweiler.
I'm so shocked The Piano Lesson isn't all over nominated. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I just don't know what I thought. See, I was thinking since they had not released it like in every screen that they maybe it was going to be a next year entry. But if they're already like that must mean it was just outright left off. That is very good.
Mm.
And what a great performance too. That's crazy. Well, cool. The SAG's really. Everyone has been sleeping on The Piano Lesson. I'm heartened to hear that the SAG saw it.
Yeah. Let's see. So, supporting actor. We got 4 for 5 alignments, or with Yura Borisov from Honora, Kieran Culkin from A Real Pain, Edward Norton from The Complete Unknown, Jeremy Strong from The Apprentice, all nominated also for Oscars. But then we have Jonathan Bailey nominated for Wicked here.
Cute.
Where the Oscar, I guess, went with Guy Pearce.
Interesting. That's crazy. Oh, Guy Pearce all the way. I'm Guy Pearce all the way on that. I mean, you haven't done The Brutalist yet.
Mm-mm.
It's so long that you really do have to dedicate so much time to it. I understand that it's gonna be a hard movie for everyone. Just for normal.
Yeah, I have to go see it. It's only in theaters too. Like honestly, that's kind of. I'm kind of framing a lot of these things.
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was long, but it never lost me. And you know what? At least it had an intermission. I got up, I peed, I got a popcorn refill. I love it. I was all in for that, for doing it. We should do intermissions so much more often. Yeah. But Guy Pearce, so it's like, that's his. this could be a career-defining role for him. But when all is said and done, it is such a big character.
Yeah, really. That's
I
good.
don't
That's
know
good.
why they would do.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would do that one's a head scratcher. I mean, he's fine. Jonathan Bailey is fine in Wicked. He's great. I mean, he's one of the best performances in the movie. But I mean, the dancing didn't. We didn't see dancing that reached thing. I kind of set the supporting actor bar for musical movies at like Richard Gere, where you just went, whoa, Richard Gere in Chicago. Like, wow, that was a really big stretch for him and really, cool to see. And he was kind of perfect for the role. I just think this was like, so, I don't know. That's bad. That's bad on SAG. I'm shocked they did that. I would say that was
Hey, man.
in fact, we're gonna go.
Get
I
out.
guess the only thing I would say.
Don't come back till you've redeemed yourselves.
Yeah, that's my.
Well, look, not having seen it, I'll say that I appreciate that SAG might be leaning into sort of a more theatrical kind of a performance. I guess.
Hold it! What the hell is that shit?
Look, I haven't seen The Brutalist, so I can't really. I don't know. Maybe they're just fans of Wicked.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
It'll be
No, wrong. Wrong.
Okay, so two more. I got leading actress.
So far, it's been good until then, though.
Okay, well, leading actress again aligns almost with the Oscars. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez, Mikey Madison, Honora, Demi Moore, Substance. But SAG nominated Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl.
Good for her. Good for her.
Good for her. Yes.
Good for her. I just always thought she was so hot when I was a kid, and you know what?
Of course, she was the one.
And you know what? I love it. I love it when people come out in a big indie film and just knock it out of the park. It's such an awesome
I like a good
thing.
comeback. A good comeback. Because it's not that she was ever. I mean, incapable. Or I mean, people have a tendency to dismiss her as like a bad actress because she was on, bad things, and that Hollywood framed her in a certain way. But
sure.
That doesn't mean she's terrible.
She had the sex video too with what's his name,
right?
And, like a lot of tabloid elements.
She was in Playboy a lot, more like several times. Yeah, so I mean, there was the whole thing. Yeah, she was a pinup girl, basically.
Yeah, which is cool casting. But you get your opportunity, you hit a home run, like good for you. It's going to change your life, probably. Hopefully, I haven't seen it, but the trailer looked fantastic. The media buying here is so terrible. Again, it's very hard in Fort Worth. The media buying here compared to Dallas is just terrible. So we're missing a lot of these here. But I'm watching at home, so I'm a home watcher now. Hey, where is Amelia Perez? Is that a Netflix movie? Where is that?
It is Netflix. Yeah.
I got to see that one.
I mean, I might watch it tomorrow. Okay, so one last for a leading actor. Again, we have we have 4 from 5. There's only one difference. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. Holman Domingo in Sing Sing. Ray Fiennes in Conclave. But SAG nominated Daniel Craig in Queer instead of Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice.
That was kind of the interchangeable one. Everyone was thinking one of those guys was going to be the odd man out. I didn't see Queer, but I thought Sebastian Stan's Trump was very compelling performance.
I honestly thought that Stan might have. Look, I haven't seen The Apprentice. I haven't seen A Different Man. I thought he might. What was it? That was It was called A Different Man.
Yeah, Different Man. Yeah, the one with the
Yeah.
makeup and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
I thought he might get nominated. It might be one of those like Elephant Man kind of things. Like I thought he
Yeah,
might be nominated for that
they
too.
kind of,
But
and sometimes when you have two big movies at once, people boost. It doesn't quite always seem like it splits your vote. It seems like everyone commits to one, and they just go, and it gets you in there.
sure.
But I don't know that I haven't seen Queer, but I've heard it was great. So I don't know, but.
Yeah,
I know leading up to the nominees, that was like kind of like it's either going to be Sebastian Stan or it's going to be him.
I'd like to see Daniel Craig get a nomination one day. He's a very good actor.
I'm loving Knives Out.
Yeah.
I'm loving him on Knives Out for sure.
Yes.
He's that's been fun.
He's
He's the
good
only
in.
Bond I've seen. He's the only Bond I know.
You've never seen another James Bond.
I've
I mean,
only
you've
seen
seen.
Daniel Craig James Bond movies, and I've only seen two of them.
That's okay. That's
I've
interesting.
seen Casino Royale, and I've seen either the one before that one or the one after that one. I
You
can't
never watched
remember.
like a Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie?
Never watched any James
Oh
Bond.
wow.
Way out of my genre. But I am not opposed to, but it's just haven't done it. Haven't done it.
Okay.
I'm into the histories and I'm into the dramas and the comic dramas, and it's hard for me to any of that. I also haven't watched The Bournes either.
You haven't watched The Bournes,
I haven't
really?
watched
That's
The Bournes
interesting.
either.
I mean, I don't go for big franchises that often, but I do like. I enjoy a good old school action movie.
I like Mission
Generally,
Impossible. But
I love
you
Mission
know what?
Impossible.
I never cared for Mission Impossible, but I went to Australia, and in Sydney they have the largest IMAX in the world, and I went and saw the Mission Impossible there where he suction cupped up the big old tower in Saudi
Sure.
Arabia. Yeah, and that was so sweet that then I went back and I watched all the Mission Impossibles, and I was like, man, I love Mission Impossible. I had no idea how much I was gonna love that. So I probably will like James. I mean, I liked Casino Royale and the other one. I liked it.
Skyfall is the other one.
I can't remember which one was the one before or after. I just can't remember which one. Skyfall sounds like that's probably what it was. But what is good about
Sam Mendes directed it.
I think so. I think it was Skyfall. But the thing about the James Bond movies, it's like that character is so iconic that like I almost get all the inside jokes and all of the Easter eggs, even though I never saw it because it's just the shaken not stirred and all of that stuff. That's such a mainstream cultural now.
And if you watch like the James Bond, like the Austin Powers movies, like they make a lot
for
of
sure.
James Bond references,
which is funny because I do love the Austin Powers movies.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. I haven't watched those in a long time. They're really good.
Yeah. Well, you got is there a new one? Isn't he writing a new one of Austin Powers right now? I think he is. I'm gonna check. Why don't you keep going? Do we have any more SAG awards?
No, that's it. Just those.
Well, let's see. New film. I think I heard he was doing it. No, there's not. He's teased it. He will not confirm or deny. Oh my gosh. It says in development though. Austin Powers 4 on IMDb in development. But I guess anybody can put anything. Might as I don't know if it's I'm only speculating because I don't know Mike Myers, but I wonder if he is just kind of like hard to work with on set, or if he is kind of like not the funnest star to work with because he had such big movies where they made so much money. Like Austin Powers was iconic, and Shrek was iconic, and Wayne's World, and all of this, but yet he has one bad movie, his Love Guru, and it's like his whole thing just shut down. His whole movie machine shut down.
It also the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, but the Cat in the Hat, that had to have made money though. That was a kids movie, but like it.
Okay.
I kind of give everybody a kids movie pass, especially now that I have a toddler. At the end of the day, those kids can, like, if you put them there, and they can watch TV all day if you let them. They you know, and
you're right.
and there's not enough content. I watched Winnie the Pooh so many times now. And I've watched all of them. It's like there's just not enough kids movies out there, and if you don't have them, it's just constantly. Otherwise, you're doing what we're doing. You're watching Frozen and Encanto over and over again, where I know all the words to the songs.
It's true. Here's the thing: I don't have kids. I forget that those movies exist a lot of the time. I know that they're out there, but like the fact that I forget the fact that like Inside Out 2 was the highest grossing movie of last year. Like I forget that movie even. Yes, made like over $1 billion, and like I forget that movie even came out last year because I don't have kids, so I barely pay attention. But
it's
I am gonna try to. I'm gonna try to watch it because it's nominated for Best Animated Feature. So
Inside Out 2 is.
It is.
You're spoiling all of our things for when we get to.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Sorry. Yeah, yes. That's right. I got some birthdays.
Get the heck out of here.
Want to do some birthdays?
Yeah. We have to do one thing. We haven't done box office real quick.
Do that.
Birthdays.
Great.
We need to do a little box office if that's all right. So we will.
Money cannot buy the honor which you have earned tonight.
My God.
Show me the money! Show me the money! You love this black man! I love this black man! Show me the money!
I can't remember. Are you a Jerry Maguire fan? I can't remember.
Love Jerry Maguire.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Jerry Maguire.
I wasn't sure where we stood on him. Yeah,
Jerry Maguire is almost perfect.
Me too. Yes. I wish he. That's someone who groped someone and ended his career.
Cuba Gooding.
Yeah, man.
Dude. Okay, that's what that reminded me of, because you know what? Just last week I was at work, and I work at a bar, and this regular who works at another place, she's like a cook at this other restaurant. She usually comes over when her shift is over. She came over about 1 or so. We're almost closing. And she said that Cuba Gooding Jr. had been in her restaurant and had harassed her.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, some people never learn.
Okay.
Get out.
Yeah.
And don't come back until you've redeemed yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know if he's redeemed himself yet. Well, let's take a look at the box office now. Just spoiler alert, we talked about this last week. I'm sorry, we're going to do it again. But number 1 was Captain America: Brave New World. Number 2, Paddington in Peru. Number 3, Heart Eyes. Number 4, Dogman. Number 5, Ninja 2. Number 6, Mufasa the Lion King. Number 7, Love's Hurt. Number 8, One of Them Days. Number 9, Companion. Number 10, Becoming Led Zeppelin. And then and underneath you have Flight Risk, Complete Unknown, Moana, Oscar Shorts. All of the Oscar movies kind of fall right under the top 10, which is just what you want to see when you're having Oscar films. I think the American movie going public, I don't know who to blame right now. I don't know. Like I feel we have the Oscars going, these are the best movies of the year, or at least a chunk of the best movies of the year. I'm sure there's some indie films out there that got overlooked, but like, why are those not the big box office movies? Where is the disconnect? Because they are the best movies. I still think they're the best movies. Like there is no way that I'm Still Here should be making less money than Mufasa the Lion King, or Captain America: Brave New World, or Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It's just.
I mean, I'm Still Here a foreign film, isn't it? Not even in English.
I'm sorry. Oh no, I meant the other one. I meant the Complete Unknown. Complete Unknown.
Well, isn't that making money though? Isn't it? I mean, it's not even. Well,
its run kind of come down a little. Let's see how Complete Unknown did. Yeah, I mean, it made $70 million, which is great, but Mufasa the Lion King made $240 million.
Yeah, well, that some
look, it's
promotions.
not, I like, so the top, well, right now of the movies in theaters right now, it's Wicked, Moana 2, Mufasa, Sonic the Hedgehog, and actually Nosferatu made a ton of money. Wow. Nosferatu made 95, made almost $100 million. Wow. That movie
Yeah,
was good. That movie is a snub this year.
I might watch it. It's I see it's one of my streamers here. So
Did it make it out? Yeah, I think maybe it's on Max or something now.
it's on Peacock. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, Peacock, the one I won't do. Even though it has so many things I want. You know why? Okay, I gotta tell you, I'm just on a side rant on Peacock. You know what made me so mad about Peacock is they got Downton Abbey, and I was so close to finishing Downton Abbey. And then it switched streamers. It switched over to Peacock, so I had to do a Peacock free trial to watch the last episodes. And in the last episodes, so they had put in commercial breaks for it to be played on like PBS or like wherever one of the commercial networks were. But the show is shot without commercials, and when you watched it on, it's not PBS, wherever it was being syndicated, I guess NBC, I guess. They had added commercial breaks to it. So they had basically created their own commercial breaks on a show that has not had commercials, okay? Well, on Peacock, they don't have commercials because you pay for it. But yet they still use the one with the fake commercial breaks. So you have all these random fade ins and fade outs that they just randomly added into the show. And I'm like, if you're not going to have commercials, just play it the way it was intended to be played. Don't take your diced up. And it was ruining the show for me. I was like that is not a commercial break, and they would do it at the worst time, and sometimes they would cut off lines at the very end, and so then I was like, I will never use Peacock. This is an outrage, and I canceled immediately. So
both you motherfuckers are crazy. I'm going to my car, get my other gun, shoot everybody's ass.
I'm sorry. Speaking of Mike Myers, Shrek 5 is coming out in 2026.
Wow, is he doing Shrek? And is Eddie Murphy back?
Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, all back.
Wow, good. Eddie Murphy needs he's so rich that he doesn't need to do anything, but it would be nice to have a little Eddie Murphy resurgence. I just always, and not just in kids movies. I want to see some Eddie Murphy comedies, coming out again, and maybe not like the sellout ones. I'm not talking about the sellout era. I'm talking about Trading Places. I'm talking about things that, like, when he wasn't doing it for the big paycheck, just good, fun, edgy comedies of Eddie Murphy.
I mean, I don't want to be too cynical. I think it might be past that time, but because I don't know, like, I feel like, didn't we just kind of have a resurgence? Didn't he just do like Dolomite is his name, and
oh yeah, but that was good though.
Coming to America and Axel F, and
I didn't see Axel F.
Don't waste your time. That's fine. It's
okay. Well, I didn't see that. I don't know. I don't so much. I mean, I don't like. I meant more like not in the same sense of slave, but like a Pamela Anderson resurgence,
sure,
except he's much, like, I just think he needs to not go for paycheck. He needs to not, I mean, he can do whatever he wants with his life, but I just think, you've made enough money now. You've done what you need to do.
That, did you see that, the thing
Dolomite was funny,
Jonah
though.
Hill? Did you see, was it Not Dear White People? What was it called? With Jonah Hill.
Where Jonah Hill? That did not look good. I don't know. What might have been good, but
it really wasn't good. It was like Meet the Parents, except with Jonah Hill and
Jonah Hill was picking such great scripts. I don't know. I wonder what he's doing, because he was really on a roll of just
You People. Great. That's what it was called. You People. Not good.
Yeah, okay. Well,
though Eddie Murphy was good. The movie was not great, but actually did think Eddie Murphy. To be fair.
yeah. Well, maybe I just missed the resurgence. Maybe it did happen. Maybe you're right, and I was just asleep.
Yeah, he does lots of stuff. Just a lot of it is paycheck, children stuff. Which is true. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay. Well, that's the box office for today.
goody. Great.
You want to go ahead? You got some birthdays for us?
Yeah, I got a few birthdays.
There's someone in my house eating my birthday cake with my family, and that's not me.
Wait, what movie is that?
There's someone in my house eating my birthday cake. I don't know, because you know what? I got that from a web. I got that. No, I didn't search by movie for that. I searched by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I just pulled Arnold Schwarzenegger clips. So I don't know, because all it said it was the title of the file is what he says. It just says, yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now. I think I'm gonna guess. Do you want to guess?
Because I can't be Jingle All the Way.
I think it's gonna be Twins.
Or Junior.
Oh, that's what it is. It's definitely Junior. It's Junior. That makes sense.
Junior. Yeah.
There's someone in my house. It's from The Sixth Day.
Oh, okay.
I've never even heard of this movie.
Didn't see that one.
Oh, it seems like it was a family film. It was like a Terminator family film. Let's see. The Sixth Day. Yeah, I did not see this.
Yeah, it was the late '90s Arnold. It was kind of past the expiration date, kind of Arnold.
A world of the very near future in which cattle, fish, and even family pet can be cloned, but cloning humans is illegal. That is until family man Adam Gibson comes home from work one day to find a clone has replaced him. That's fun. Boy, sure missed that one. Terry Crews was in that. Oh, fun.
Early Terry Crews.
Very early Terry Crews. Okie dokie. Well, here, tell us about some birthdays.
Who we got today? Okay, so looking back, we have child star Miko Hughes.
Who are those guys?
He's Pet Cemetery. Thank you. That's the name of it. Pet Cemetery and Kindergarten
Don't
Cop.
go down that road. That's where the animals are buried, and they come to life on that road. Don't go down there.
Yes, young Miko uttered the famous line in Kindergarten Cop, boys have penises and girls have vaginas.
Oh, he was on Full House, too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that man is 39 years old today.
Really? He's younger than us. Oh, I would have thought he was older than us by now.
No. He was little.
I feel like I watched that when I was a really little kid.
Well, because I was older than kindergarten when I saw Kindergarten Cop. So I know that's how I kind of.
You know what else he was? In UHF, he's the kid who drinks from the fire hose. It's, congratulations, you get to drink from the fire hose. Yeah. Are you a Weird Al fan?
I've never seen UHF. I kind of like Weird Al.
Oh, I love UHF.
I should watch it. Moving on to the late Jonathan Demme, would have been 81 today. Director of Silence of the Lambs and many other great films. Happy birthday to Ellen Greene from Little Shop of Horrors. She played Audrey. She's 74. SNL alum Rachel Dratch, 59 today. She's a very funny lady. Thomas Jane from Boogie Nights and The Punisher. And HBS
Who was he in Boogie Nights?
He was Todd Parker. He had a mustache, so he looked different. But yeah,
Todd Parker.
Todd Parker is the guy they went on a drug deal with Alfred Molina's house.
Oh, the best scene in the movie. Oh,
yes.
very good. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
fun.
Also, star of the Mists too. Actually, yeah.
Shooting off the fireworks and stuff the whole time. Oh, that scene's great.
Yes.
I'm gonna find that sound clip.
You should. Yes. Cosmo, Chinese. Two more. Kyle MacLachlan, from Twin Peaks, the legend from Dune, the OG Dune, is 66 today. And this one made me feel my age. Man, oh man. Drew Barrymore.
Can I guess?
E.T.
She's 50.
She is 50 today.
Yeah. Well, good. She looks good, though.
Sure does. Still babe. One of my first crushes.
Yes.
And not an E.T. I mean, though, whatever. I'm not here to litigate my childhood crush.
Wow! 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 All I can say is wow!
Well, cool. Well, that's it for birthdays then?
That's it.
Alrighty. Well, maybe we'll just go ahead and move on to what we are here for. The Oscar ballot. It's what everyone has been waiting for however long we've been recording.
May I have the envelope, please?
And the Oscar for Best Picture is presented to... And the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to... Okay. Well, now our ballot's filled out, because since we filled it out last week, this should make it go much easier.
Yes.
Let me pull our ballot up here. Movie tracker. Okay. So first we have actor in a leading role. As we discussed, I have seen The Brutalist, Adrian Brody, Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Ray Fiennes in Conclave, Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice, and Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing. And the only one I haven't seen is Sing Sing. I'm going to check that out, and then I'm going to be forced to make my selection. Did you see anything since we chatted?
No. I've still only seen Conclave of these five films, so I'm not going to be making any guesses right now.
This is a pretty monstrous category. I think Coleman Domingo has a lot of goodwill coming his way. I feel like he's an actor's actor, and I think people are gonna. Yeah. I think he has a chance to surprise here. I'm gonna see it and make a decision, but I don't think it's gonna happen for Sebastian Stan, and I don't think it's gonna happen for Ray Fiennes. I think it's gonna be. Are we gonna have a Rami Malek situation where the impression of the artist was so good, or just? Adrian Brody did pull some big emotions and some big and the accent and everything. There was a lot of stuff going on. Actor in supporting role: Yura Borisov for Anora, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. I love Jeremy Strong. I loved him in that role. I liked you saw Anora. Am I gonna like that? Don't spoil, but am I gonna like that?
I believe you will. It's a good movie. I watched it just yesterday. It's a lot the characters are hard to take. You're like, these people are they're kids. They're like very young people, and they're being very dumb. But at the same time, it's kind of a Cinderella, modern day, grounded, grungy Cinderella kind of story. So it's very well made. It's good script, good direction, good performances.
When I saw the trailer, I was like, this seems like something me in college and me in high school would have really loved,
Yeah, it. I mean, it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes last year, and maybe early Tarantino-y kind of energy to it.
Yeah, and you said what? You said it won what?
The one won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, the top prize.
Oh wow, I couldn't hear it. Sorry, it froze for a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, well, it looks great. Where did you watch it? What service?
I rented
Oh, sorry, you're frozen.
it.
We
It's
might
on.
need a second. Here, one sec. Let's just let it settle.
Sure.
Ooh. So you saw Enora, and it won. Where did you say it won?
It won the PGA and the DGA, Producers Guild Award, and the Directors Guild Award, which historically tend to lead to Best Picture and Best Director Oscars.
Mhm.
It also won the Best Actress Award at the BAFTAs for Mikey Madison. So
Wow, so it's got some clout. It just seemed like a cool movie. I'm gonna watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but the trailer led me to believe. So between us, we've seen all of these now. Except I'm winning big time. I've seen four to your one.
this is true. And I'll
I'm
even say for
dominating
the
this year.
performance, you're a Borisov. This guy I've never seen him in a movie before, but yeah, he's definitely my favorite character in the movie.
Oh, exciting! Oh, I can't wait. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it and then pick, but I gotta tell you, I just think it's Kieran Culkin. That was just that performance just resonated so well with me. I just think it feels like very authentic and very good. Moving on to actress in a leading role, we have Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison for Honora, Demi Moore for The Substance, and Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. I have only seen Wicked, and you have only seen Honora, so we got a little work to do here.
Yeah.
I want to see I'm Still Here. It doesn't. I don't know where it's not here in the theaters yet. I'm still here, but not in my local movie theater. You see what I've done there? You see how I've made that title
I
into a
see what
problem?
you did there. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm still here, and that's why I have not arrived to your local movie theater so that you can watch it. Actress in a supporting role, we have Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown. Super big actress crush for me. Oh my gosh, I loved her in that movie. Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. And we both
I've
saw
only
Con.
seen I've seen Monica Barbaro. I saw her in Top Gun Maverick, and I thought she was pretty good. I thought she was nice in that too. Not doing a lot, but
Well,
stood out.
she's got. I mean, playing Joan Baez was really good. She did a really good job, and the singing, the duets with Timothée Chalamet were very good. I think Isabella Rossellini just was not in the movie enough for me to feel like I don't know. I thought before I saw the movie that I was like, oh well, it's Isabella Rossellini in this film with these powerhouse actors. She's the only female of name, and of course she's going to be the brilliant and steal the show. But I just think like the problem with playing a nun in a movie about cardinals is like the women are so quiet and silent, and there's you know
Yeah.
you know, she really only got one real chance to talk, and it was like, well, I don't know. It was a good performance, but I just
I
don't think
agree.
it's
I
going to
agree.
win. Animated feature film, Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoirs of Snell, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Must Fall, and The Wild Robot. I understand Flow has a lot of the front running kind of buzz, but Inside Out is Pixar. Yeah, you cannot count out Pixar. You know that of all the movies, that's going to be the one that most everyone saw.
See here.
We have not seen any of them. We got to go watch some cartoons this week.
I
We'll
want
skip this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually have access to. I can yeah, I hope to make a dent in this category this week. So we'll see.
We are skipping the short films for right now. If we will maybe see them, but maybe not. Cinematography, Lil Crowley for The Brutalists, Greg Fraser for Dune Part 2, Paul Gilhume for Emilia Perez, Ed Lockman for Maria, and Jaron Blatsky for Nosferatu. I think for Nosferatu the most impressive, the wow factor of Nosferatu was the cinematography. So I definitely think that's well deserved. Dune Part 2 looked brilliant. But I just don't know if it's. I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like there's a little too many special effects for me to see it as a cinematography achievement, but I'm sure that it is.
Yeah, it's the thing. And Dune Part One won the Oscar for cinematography, so it's like they kind of already did that.
Oh, it did? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah.
You know what? Look, you saw it. You saw Dune 2?
I did.
Like, I loved the arena, the look when they went in the big old arena. That was sweet.
Where it was basically black and white. Like
I mean, it looked awesome. Yeah, and so there was some cool stuff for sure. Then we have costume design. We have Anna Phillips for A Complete Unknown, Lizzie Crystal, I'm sorry, for Conclave, Deontay Yates and Dave Crossman for Gladiator 2, Linda Muir for Nosferatu, and Paul Tazewell for Wicked, and
Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2, but
are you voting?
I have the envelope, please.
Yeah. Yeah, so spoiler, you already knew, but I'm picking Wicked. I've seen them all. I've closed this category out, and Paul Tazewell is an important part of theater history. He's considered one of the most influential people in Broadway history, and so I just think his costumes are gonna win the day. I think that's what everyone wants to see. So.
Did you see Gladiator 2? Did you see Gladiator 2?
I did. I've seen everything in this category.
Oh, that's right. It's marked. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, Gladiator 2 was good costumes.
No, it shouldn't win. No, I just thought it was hilarious how much of Denzel Washington's performance was just like adjusting his robes and his various fucking bracelet stuff that he had to wear.
It just didn't live up to the first one. It was good, but
it was just another legacy cop remake. They tried to do the same kind of plot and honestly undermined like first movies. Why give him a kid? Why make him a kid? That's weird. It's just weird.
Yeah,
didn't like it.
I didn't like
the first.
Either.
Yeah, the first movie is good. I think it's kind of overrated, but it's very good and it holds up. This movie is just kind of silly.
There's a lot of lore in the first movie too, like how the guy like drank like every day on set, and there's a lot of interesting stories. And they didn't.
I didn't realize how he like. Yeah, I realized he died on set, but did you realize like he right? Like he died because he was an alcoholic. Like he wasn't supposed to go drinking, and he just went out drinking and passed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? But it was a great performance.
Yes,
and you look at him in the movie and you're like, oh my gosh, your face is all red. Of course, you're hammered. Directing, we have Sean Baker for Anora, Brady Corbett for The Brutalists, James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, and Coralie Fargit. I think that's how you say that. So Substance. I looked her up, and honestly, like, I'd not seen anything really, and it seems like this is kind of a out of nowhere surprise, The Substance and her work. Brady Corbett, I learned that Brady Corbett has not been paid yet for The Brutalist.
I saw that too. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. God, it's just if people are not getting paid, what are we doing here? Then There's so much. All of this is good. Complete Unknown was great. Complete Unknown didn't feel overly directed to. It just felt like he stayed out of the way and it's great and I was entertained. The Brutalist just feels like an achievement though. I definitely think The Brutalist, I haven't seen Nora and Amelia Perez, but
direction.
Yeah. I just loved The Brutalist.
Anora is a very well directed movie. Obviously, I'll say that.
I love the Florida Project. Documentary features. I have not seen any of them. Hopefully, they will put them out where we can see them somewhere on streaming. But I just ain't getting these here in FOWO. We'll skip documentary shorts. We're gonna guess on those certainly. Film editing. We talked about this. Sean Baker being nominated as an editor and a director. Very good for him. That to me is going to be. I think he'll win one of those. Having not even seen it, it's just that tells me he's done. He's intricately important to this film's success, and he will be rewarded for it if anybody's rewarded. David Jankso for The Brutalist, Nick Emerson for Conclave, Juliette Welfling for Amelia Perez, and Myron Kirstein for Wicked. Yeah, Wicked was cool, but it's not going to happen. I got to see the other ones. The Brutalist is beautifully edited. Conclave. There's an interesting argument to be made for Conclave, considering it was essentially it was practically a one location thing, and it moved. It moved well, but I don't know. International feature, I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, Amelia Perez, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flow, the animated film being nominated. That's very cool. Haven't seen any of them, but seems like this is a prime year for the international feature to win Best Picture and that category, if that ever were to happen. Makeup and hairstyling, A Different Man. Didn't see it, but that's the one with where they did the makeup for the I forgot what it's a facial deformity. Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. The hair and makeup in Wicked is great, is what it is. Nosferatu, Nosferatu, it was great hair and makeup, but everyone hated the way they designed the vampire so much. It had so much backlash on the internet, and everyone kind of made fun of it. And I just wonder, he had a mustache, he had a big old handlebar mustache and stuff. I wonder if the Oscar voters were listening to that. Watch it and see what you think. I mean, because the makeup is cool, but and obviously the makeup really, I mean, the hair and makeup it's period, so there's a little bit of that, but it's not crazy outrageous, I mean, I've seen period pieces where I felt like the hair and makeup really stood out, and I'm not really seeing that here. But the vampire, yes, they did a ton of stuff on Sarsgaard. They made a ton of big hair and makeup choices on Sarsgaard, but is one character's worth of hair and makeup enough to sustain a victory here? I don't think so. Sure. I think A Different Man has the same appeal as The Whale. It plays a really important part in the story.
It's kind of essential to the story. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating chips. Forgive me.
Sure. You're hungry.
Music. We'll do music later. We'll do music next week, maybe. Sure. Since we're kind of condensing it this season.
we can do that. Yeah. Give it a listen to the songs.
Production design, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. And I'm just went ahead, and this might be my Babylon, but I'm gonna do it.
May I have the envelope, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Brutalist. I just there was so much the architecture, the all the rooms he built, the ship, there's just so many cool they like when he works in an architecture firm and they designed that whole interior of that building and it was period and it was there's just a lot. I think it's gonna win. I the one if anything I don't think it's gonna happen for Wicked. I think Wicked was a wizard would had the Wizard of Oz. It had things to kind of take from, and it did certainly do that. Dune Part Two though is just a lot of things happening that make me. I think that's kind of a sleeper, but
too. So yeah,
you got to make choices though.
Yeah.
Got to make some choices. So I'm gonna make mine. I'm gonna go with the Brutalist. We'll skip live action short. Sound. A complete unknown. Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and the Wild Robot. And I think it's got to be, the musical biopic, or the other musical, or or Dune. Basically, it's like so different.
Well, we got two musicals and a musical biopic. So it's probably going to be one of those, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's Dune, but come on.
A complete unknown.
Is the sound good in that? I mean, because it's about him going electric, right? That's basically like sort of the focus. Yeah.
Well, like they performed it live, and I can't decide if I. Well, no, he didn't perform it live, but he performed like Timothy Chalamet performed the music. Sure. So I can't decide if that makes it more impressive or less impressive, and from the sound editor's point of view, because they got an actor who could do the songs, and they got a band that could play the songs, and they made it sound like that. So, yeah. I don't know. And also, they've combined sound and sound editing. So now it's like, well, it was much easier for me to say, oh, this is the editing of this sound is what is impressive, and then the design of this sound is what is impressive. And now I don't, since they've merged them, I don't know what people value more. The creative design or the assembly of the sound edit. It's all one category. I think I don't know. This feels like one they could throw Wicked's way, too. Because I don't think it's going to win a lot of the big ones, but
yeah,
it seems like one where they could easily just say, "Well, this is the consolation award for Wicked."
Did they record? Did the actors sing live on set when they were doing it, or?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think so, and I'm glad they didn't. Gotta say, I'm glad I didn't. It's a lot of big ensemble numbers. I feel like that worked in Les Mis because it's a lot of, So I'm gonna guess that. It's not really, and popular. Oh, you know what? There's no way they could have because all the musical sequences are so busy. The edits of those are so busy. There's no way they sang that live on set. I think they touched up there. Some of the like I think that was possibly. I'm gonna go ahead and say that was certainly edited and fixed and made, which should be a strike. I'm sorry, it is a little bit of a strike because Menzel went in there and just nailed it on Broadway 8 times a week. It's like, I don't know. We'll see. Visual effects. Visual effects. We have Alien, Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. I mean, this has to be Dune.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't
Kingdom
seen
of the
the other
Planet of
ones.
the Apes. What was I didn't see this last Planet of the Apes, but was what's his face in it? Was Caesar in it?
Nope, nope, no Andy Serkis.
Okay, I just think it's got to be Dune. I'm not prepared to make that pick, but I'm not gonna see Alien Romulus or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes before the Oscars. I don't. I mean, the
Probably.
visual effects. Okay, so Wicked. You haven't seen Wicked, right? You haven't seen the Broadway show. Well,
No.
they have like talking animals in Wicked because that's kind of one of the plots of it is there's talking animals. Um, but even that, I was like, I've seen like commercials where the talking animals looked better than this. Like
Hmm.
it didn't quite. I don't know. I think it's got to be Dune. In fact, I'm gonna do it.
May I have the envelope, please?
I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna pick Dune because I just, you know what? At the end of the day, the visual
Yeah,
effects made Dune good too. The
they did.
visual effects really make because it was so vast and the big like all the big ships, flying over like the sand and all of that. It just looked so sweet.
What it
The
is
Dune
too, I
is
remember
sweet.
the scene where he rides the worm, where Paul actually rides the
Oh
worm
my
for the first
God,
time.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I
Like,
feel good
yeah,
about this one. I feel pretty
yeah.
good about this one. Um, do you want to also be brave, or are you gonna wait?
I'll wait. I might end up, I don't know, watching. I don't know which one of these I might watch this week, but who knows? I could watch Alien
I
Romulus.
don't know what Better Man is. What is Better Man?
It's the Robbie Williams
Oh yeah,
biopic
oh
where
yeah.
he's
Well,
like a monkey.
mm, mm, mm. The only thing about Wicked is it is all visual effects pretty much because there's so much magic and stuff going on. But you could really say the same thing about Dune too. I mean, there's so much stuff in there that is. I mean, I'm sticking with it. I think we're gonna have a
Sure.
Dune. I think we're gonna have a Dune upset there. So, a writing adapted screenplay, we have A Complete Unknown by James Mangold and Jay Cox. You have Conclave by Peter Strahan, Emilia Perez by Jacques Audiard, in collaboration with Thomas Bidgain, Leah Massus, and Nicholas Levici. Nickel Boys by Ramel Ross and Jocelyn Barnes, and Sing Sing by Clint Bentley, Greg Quadar. Um, I have Nickel Boys had a lot of buzz in the screenplay world. A lot of the like I told you, I do all the screenplay competitions every year. What year? Nickel Boys has had a lot of been showing up. Everyone was saying that one's going to be good. Um, even though I haven't even seen. Has it even come out in theaters yet? They're
Nickel
slow.
Boys?
They're releasing these things so terribly. Oh, the
Yeah.
media buying at these movie theaters are just driving me up the wall. Um, I'm not gonna make a pick, but I loved the Complete Unknown screenplay. Hmm. You know, it's a really good screenplay when you want to go read the book. That's what I felt over there. It's like I really wish I had read this book. But
Yeah.
also that is it benefited from a great story. It benefited from a great real story that happened. Hmm. I think Conclave was a tiny bit slow for me for a screenplay.
I think it might. Yeah, I don't know. I think it kind of has momentum on its side, but I don't know what that means. Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Well, I
mm,
definitely got to see these other ones.
yeah.
Then writing this original screenplay, we have Anora by Sean Baker, The Brutalist by Brady Corbett and Mona Fastavold, A Real Pain by Jesse Eisenberg, September 5th by Moritz Bender, Tim Fellbaum, and The Substance by Coralie Fargit. This is really tough. I don't think Jesse Eisenberg's going to win, even though I do think he did a nice job. And Anora, well, I mean, if he wins editing, directing, and written by, he should just win Best Picture. You know what I mean? Like, what are you? I mean, those are heavy nominees, and both his actors, his relative, not unknown, but not certainly not big name actors. Um, He's got a lot of things going for him on Anora. I got to see that one quickly. But I think the Brutalist screenplay was a triumph. It's a triumph of theme and just the difficult screenplay. If we're scoring on difficulty, not only is it twice as long as everyone else's script, it is just really good, compelling writing. I don't know.
I think it's maybe just a contest. I've only seen one of these movies. We'll try to change that in the next few days, obviously, but I think it's down to either Sean Baker or Jesse Eisenberg.
Really? Over a real pet? Really? I don't know. Okay. A Real Pain was a touch overwritten, just a touch. It felt like Jesse Eisenberg's or an early screenplay from an early screenwriter. Very well done. Benefited from amazing performances. Benefited from Jesse Eisenberg's performance doing what he does. Just in service of it. There was just certain things I found. Some of them, there was a little bit of monologuing. That was a touch overwritten. I don't know. I got to see Anora. I'm going to see Anora this week, and then we can get back to this one next week. But The Substance is probably the coolest movie nominated because everyone's talking about that movie being sweet. I haven't seen it, but everyone's saying that one's just an awesome film. I don't know what September 5th is. I cannot remember what this is.
Oh, it's about the 1972 Munich Olympics. It's about the media response to the terrorist situation. Then
seems like it doesn't have enough buzz to get up there.
This is the single nomination to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Well, let's close out with Best Picture. We've got Anora, The Brutalist, Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boy, The Substance, and Wicked. Way too many nominees.
Full 10.
What would your 5 be? Well, let's wait. On the last day, let's decide what our 5 would be.
Yeah, I'm at 3 right now, so I think I can probably see a couple this. I'll see a couple.
Yeah, I can knock out Dune 2. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna knock out Wicked 2. I don't think it's gonna happen for Wicked. I don't think it's gonna happen for Nickel Boys. I don't think it's going to happen for Conclave. But the rest of it is, and I don't think it's gonna happen for Complete Unknown. The rest of it is open. The Brutalist is just a tough film. It's just a tough film. I don't know if they could reward. I feel that could hurt it or that could reward it, but it's a tough film.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, Anora has the awards momentum on its side, and it's kind of the crazy movie to be nominated for Oscars. I am watching. It's not like a modest movie. It's got a lot of partying, and I think it'd be very fascinating if 2 years in a row the Oscar went to a role with lots of sex and nudity in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What won last year? I can't remember what won last year.
Poor Thing. Emma Stone for Poor Things.
Poor Things won for Best Picture?
No, Best Actor. I guess I'm just talking about Best Actress.
I
guess. Yeah.
What won Best Picture last year? Was Everything Everywhere last year?
No, what the hell did?
What was last year? It's all running together.
It does do that.
Yeah, I'll check. We did. What would have been? We should go back and listen to our own podcast. It's Oppenheimer, of course. Oppenheimer won last year.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, yes. We are getting old. We did do a podcast on that. In fact, I think we spent a whole episode talking about that.
We did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be tough. This is a tough year. It's tough to guess this year. I think Amelia Perez. I need to see it, but that seemed like that had some buzz for a while. and then I'm still here. That's like the one. That's like the horse coming in at the very end on the last lap and catching up. I really don't know. It's not as easy to guess this year as last year.
It isn't. No. Yeah, I mean, I thought Demi Moore had kind of a lock on it, but I don't know. Maybe there's some more fandom coming in here, or Honora, whatever I just said. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be.
I don't know!
I don't know.
I don't know!
Well, you know what? I hopefully we'll be in a better position to make them get this.
There happens to be a lot about me that you don't know, Mr. Smarty Man.
Well, we'll see some things this week, and we will hopefully be able to slim down some of these. I mean, the whole premise of the show is that we are helping people win their Oscar ballots, and we are not making decisions. I've got to tell you, last year we made a lot of decisions in the first week. I don't want to point fingers, but you did not make one decision today.
That's because you're gambling, my friend, and you've seen more pictures than I have. I do not know yet.
I'm not just gambling. I'm making informed choices based on the information that I have.
Well, there you go. I lack information.
You cannot. If we pick front runners all the way, we will lose. It just never happens where all the front runners win every category.
Well, I won't do that then.
Money cannot buy the honor which you have earned tonight.
Okay, well, guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I think this one went a lot better than the last one anyway. Much tighter. We'll see some things this week. Maybe we'll do a midweek one. Yeah? Maybe?
Maybe, or maybe just next Saturday one.
When are the Oscars coming? We can only do 2 more, right?
I think 2 more. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah.
We could add a bonus episode if we wanted for 4, or just play it out. But anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap up today. Thank you for listening, everyone. Thank you for visiting us on our YouTube. We're no longer on Spotify, but we had no listeners on Spotify. But we do have a somewhat remarkable YouTube following, given how little effort we have put into it, I would say. So we'll see what happens this year when we post this one. But anyway, Khnemu, it's good to see you, and do have a nice week, and I hope you get to see some movies, and we will regroup next Saturday and see where we're at.
All right, buddy.
Alrighty, bye.
See ya.
Hooey bally hooey Hollywood. When the office for a young mechanic can be a panic.
I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand it? What the hell is wrong with you people?
9-0. Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.